Hey, what's going on YouTube? LMC here. So I made the first video explaining that the channel's changed over to cryptocurrency instead of Summoners War. And I figured I can't just post this. I'm basically throwing new people to the wolves without really explaining what I've learned and how to get your first Bitcoin and do your first initial investment. So as you can see, just in that short amount of time, I just took a shower basically. The market's already gone up for me, 70 bucks. That's cool. It's my block folio over there. Hopefully, I'll be able to post that for you guys every video I make. Um, so if you watch my previous video, just talking about the channel changing, I said first thing I would do is get your account set up on Gemini or Coinbase or another reputable uh, fiat, which is like United States dollar, pesos, anything, any kind of country currency to a cryptocurrency, a fiat exchange, they're called. Um, I recommended Gemini, but Coinbase is, of course, the most popular, and it's quicker. You can use a credit card to pay, I think, a 3% fee with a daily deposit limit of, I don't know what it is, $1,500 or something like that. But then you can get your Bitcoin in pretty quick that way, as long as your account is verified first. So I think that takes quite a while. So it's not as quick as local Bitcoin. So if you go to local Bitcoin, one thing I wanted to explain so that you guys don't get caught off guard is whenever you sign up for any kind of an exchange, uh, any kind of a fiat money exchange, whether it's all they deal is in cryptocurrency, which is basically where you're going to get all your altcoins. So Binance only deals in cryptocurrency as far as I know. So do some other sites like Yobit, uh, Gate.io. Um, there's a whole handful of them. Cryptopia, sites that I will be buying different altcoins from. Every one of those has different wallet addresses for different coins for you. Now, one of the riskiest things you can do is keeping your money on an exchange. So you can see that I own some different altcoins already. And those altcoins, I'll be quite honest with you, I am keeping those on an exchange. I don't physically have those altcoins in a hardware wallet. There's all different kinds of wallets. But keeping that money safe is one of the hardest things, most difficult things for people just getting into cryptocurrency. So basically, what I was saying is any exchange, localbitcoins.com or Gemini, they're going to have a wallet, but they own the keys to those wallets. So they're going to give you a key to that wallet, localbitcoins.com. When you sign up, they're going to say, make sure you write down this key. There's going to be, I don't know, maybe 24 characters. They got different kinds of keys for different kinds of wallets. They have Android-based wallets, but these sites are going to tell you to write things down. Make sure you write those down on at least one. I write them down on two pieces of paper and then put those in safe places. For every exchange I'm on, you just got to get into a good habit of keeping that safe because if you lose that type of information, you could lose everything. You hear about people who had Bitcoin, had a few Bitcoin back in the day, and then they lost that information. They lost their wallet. And you can't really recover that stuff. This is decentralized currency. So write down that information. The number one thing I would do when you sign up for any of these different sites is enable F2A, which is your second level authorization. Uh, I don't know exactly how it works, but basically, uh, it keeps your account way safer than if all you had was a password. Passwords are easily broken into. You guys, some of you are going to know Summoners War. Accounts get hacked all the time. How does it happen? Uh, who knows? Maybe it's a malware getting onto your computer or even your Android phone, stealing passwords, things like that. It's all possible. Um, it doesn't happen very frequently, but you hear about it all the time in the news. People losing their identity, things like that. So enable that. Most sites will use Google Authenticator. You can download that on the Android store, probably the Apple store. I use Android. And then it's pretty easy. You just scan the QR code on your PC screen or wherever you get the QR code, or you can input the F2A code directly into Google Authenticator. But enable that. As soon as you sign up for a site, that's the first thing I do. I won't even use a site unless it's got some kind of double authentication. Another type of double authentication would be They verify your phone number, and then they won't let you log in or make a trade unless they send you a text message, an SMS text message with a code that you have to input. So that verifies that you're the owner of that phone. Everything's legitimate. It's similar to like Google Authenticator. So Gemini uses something similar to Google Authenticator, but it's Authy, Authy, I believe. So that's a legit program too. I installed that on my phone. Um, so make sure you do that. Whenever you sign up for any kind of an exchange, any kind of a money change, that's the first thing I would do. Second tip was write down your codes. Make sure you're keeping those in at least one, I would say two safe places. Write them down on a piece of paper. Don't store them on your computer. I never store that stuff on my computer or anything that's hooked up to the internet. The more you can limit your exposure to the internet and other attacks, the better off you're going to be. Uh, so do that. Do that with local bitcoins. Write down your codes. Enable your authenticator. Do it with Gemini if that's what you're going with, and do it with Binance. Do it with whatever other exchanges you might be signing up for whatever coins you might be researching. So that's my first tip right there. Once you do that, uh, you're pretty much good to go. You can start getting some Bitcoin. You can start doing some of the other things. So here's my video on just keeping that stuff safe. As long as you do that, and they have double authentication, uh, that's my opinion right there. I think you'll be good to go. You're as safe as you can be. Sites that don't, really watch out for them. Uh, and any of these markets, they could go under. So we'll talk about wallets in the next video. Hope you guys learned something. Talk to you later.